play it again.
Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. I really hope you guys can hear this well. How's everybody doing?
It's all about the game. How you play it.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the only podcast y'all gotta be a part of. The only podcast you have to hear, the Brothers Keeper podcast. You already know what time it is. Here with Hanjo. How you doing, Hanjo?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. Today's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad.
Sir, happy birthday,
Another
Dad.
day.
For sure. My boy looking grainy. My boy's looking crazy grainy. While he gets that fixed. While he gets that fixed. Yes, sir. It's another week of the NFL. NFL Week 7 we're going into. Yes, sir. It's a pretty good week that we got coming up, but there's been a lot of news that's happened, a lot of things that have happened. So I want to get his opinion on it. Boy, that looks a little better. There you go. There he is. There he is. Handro, have you been catching up with the news?
I don't know. What are you going to talk to me about? What news are you trying to talk to me about?
Everything that's been happening in the NFL.
Yeah, the Saints getting slapped on Sunday and getting slapped again right now as we speak.
Okay, that's one of the things that are happening, yeah.
Davante Adams.
There we go.
Traded.
Davante Adams getting traded. What do you think about that, bro?
I'm starting to not like Davante Adams.
What?
Yeah. I'm already not really. I already kind of didn't like Aaron Rodgers, but now I'm starting not to like Davante Adams because this man was complaining about. Well, this is what I've heard. Talking about he was mad because Aaron Rodgers was always indecisive every offseason that he was going to retire or not. Then he, the Raiders did Derek Carr bad and basically just dropped him. So I can understand why he was upset, but he kept complaining about it after like 2 more seasons after that. Then you fake an injury and force a trade to go back with the guy that you left and complained about because he was indecisive when he's worse than what he was before, older, and coming off a major injury. And then you come on the Pat McAfee show, sneaking on his live.
Yo, that was sus, boy.
That was sus. Who knows what was happening before that live, bro? DeAndre, bro. That man gave him a head nod, and that man came crawling up to him.
It was so corny. That's got to be like one of the most corniest ways.
That was suspect. That wasn't corny. That was suspect.
That
man got traded, and 15 minutes later was at Aaron Rodgers' house. You waited too long for that sound effect.
It's on a delay. That sound effect for some reason is on a delay. I don't know why. But yeah, bro.
That was suspect.
Yeah. It was just weird.
I lost respect.
You know what that looked like? That looked like when a girl is like on a live or something, and then like she's trying to reveal that her boyfriend is behind, like there. Like we just got doing something.
I'm dead.
Like that TikTok.
Hey yo. I lost respect. I lost respect, bro. Then he puts a post up saying. Then he puts a post. Yeah. Oh, Raider Nation, thank you, bruh. Bruh. You were talking trash from the moment you got there. Ever since they did with Derek Carr, you were complaining and crying and all this other stuff. And then you want to put a post talking about I loved my time with the Raiders, all this other dumb stuff. Dude, just admit it. You got tired of beating on the Raiders. You got tired of losing. You got mad because they traded your best friend, and you decided to go back to the one guy that you left because the Packers were paying you, I think, more money than what the Raiders were paying you, and you left to go with him. All respect is lost for Davante Adams, bro. All respect gone.
Yeah, that was definitely just a crazy situation. But I mean, what did you expect, man? Like he was on the Raiders for how long? doing
But that's the
nothing.
thing, though. That's the
You got
thing, though.
Gardner Minshew as your
Aaron
quarterback, my G.
Rodgers. Aaron
Respect.
Rodgers was still there before when he left. The Packers offered him more money than what the Raiders offered him. It wasn't like the Packers offered him nothing and he went to the Raiders because they were like a Tyreek Hill situation where he was gonna be the highest paid receiver. He was gonna make more with the Packers and still be with the same quarterback instead of doing all this craziness.
Yeah, but there was a situation going on. He wasn't even sure if Aaron Rodgers was going to be there.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that, but you're saying he's on the Raiders. Yeah, he chose to be on the Raiders. He didn't get traded. He chose to be there.
Yeah, but what you tell him not to take the money?
He would have got more money on the Packers. The Packers offered him more money.
But it wasn't just about money. He was leaving the Packers not because of the money. He was leaving the Packers because Aaron Rodgers was being weird about where he was going to be at. That's not why he left the Packers.
He still came begging on Aaron Rodgers' doorstep for him to take him on the Jets. So you left because you were mad because he was indecisive, and you still went back to him. When he's older, regressed in talent, he's still good. Not Packers Aaron Rodgers, but he's still good and coming off a major injury with a team that doesn't have a head coach, and their offense has been subpar at best. I don't see much of a difference happening, in my opinion.
No, it's not about it being a difference. I mean, I think that they're still going to be trash, the Jets, but that's not why it's exciting. You know what I mean? It's exciting because you get to see them
I think
in
that
the AFC this time. Yeah, they got the Bills in there, don't they?
Oh, that's the only team, the Bills. The Dolphins are done for. The Patriots are done for.
Yeah, I mean the Dolphins are 2-3. They're better than the Jets right now, technically speaking, which is crazy.
I feel like they jumped the gun on firing their coach, bro. If they would have given their coach Davante Adams, I feel like he would have done something.
What? He had Garrett. You know, he didn't have nobody. He had Garrett Wilson. The coach was definitely a part of the issue. Let's not pretend like it wasn't. Aaron Rodgers was too, but
in your
come
opinion,
on. What evidence shows that Robert Saleh would have done a good job with Davante?
I mean, what evidence shows? I don't have the evidence because he got fired too early, and that was the only team he's ever coached. But I feel like he would have done better.
No. You don't have the evidence that you want. There's evidence. The man is 20-36. I don't care who. Don't tell me he has Sam Darnold. Look what Sam Darnold is now. Yes, he has Justin Jefferson. I understand that, but still, look what he is now. He did not look a fraction of that with the Jets.
Okay, but you know how many quarterbacks were trash on one team and they go to another team and they're good? That happens all the time, Francisco. You can't count that against him. You can't.
No, you can't. You're right, but that's not what I'm saying. He can look better. It's not just him though. Like he wasn't looking good with Aaron Rodgers on the team.
No, but Aaron Rodgers has also been playing suspect, bro. He can't move like he used to. That man has cement in his shoes.
Okay, but you went into the season understanding that, right?
Maybe he thought that Aaron Rodgers was going to be Aaron Rodgers before,
and that's all right. So you're telling me that he's not making competent throws? It's not like he's making mistakes.
I'm not saying that, but you're telling me that the coach didn't know that. Yeah, he knew that, but maybe he just expected more from Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the coach might have thought. I don't know.
It's Aaron Rodgers. You have enough players on your offense for them to be competent. They looked incompetent. They were easily one of the worst offenses. You're telling me an offense with Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers and Breece Hall should be bottom third of the NFL? No, they were bottom third of the NFL, and they had all of those weapons. There's no excuse for that. That's a head coaching issue. I'm sorry. There's no way on earth that you're that bad at offense with all of those weapons available to you as a coach.
That's your opinion. I can't. I'm telling you how I feel. That's your opinion.
If the Steelers are outscoring your offense, there's a problem.
But the
The
Steelers
only
are a lot
problem-
better with Justin Fields this year. These aren't the Steelers from years past. They have a much better quarterback.
Okay,
Now,
but even
if they're outscoring him with Russell Wilson, that's
Bruh.
different.
how is that different?
Because-
That's not negating my point. My point is that the Steelers that have Justin Fields, the quarterback that you say is doing so much better, they're still averaging like what 15 points a game. That's not good? Why are you looking at me like that? You want to look at? All right, let's
I
go
don't know
look at
what
the.
I think they're averaging more than 15 points, but
Their first 7 games, they scored 18, 13, 20, 24, 17. Oh, this last game, they scored 32 points. This is their highest scoring game.
more than 15.
More than 15.
Yeah. And that's because I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Because Justin Fields can move around because their offense is horrible. Their offensive line is horrible. Sorry. Now, if you're telling me that happens against a Russell Wilson that can't move like he used to, that's a different story.
So you're telling me that the only reason the Jets are bad is because their quarterback isn't mobile?
No, I'm saying that they're just bad in general. He's not who we used. He's not the same player he was in the Green Bay
So they're
Packers.
bad because of their quarterback?
Yeah, it's the most important position. And clearly their quarterback isn't leading the team right. So, yes, they're bad because their quarterback.
They're not bad. All right. See, you make me into an Aaron Rodgers defender, which is crazy.
Francisco, if he can't lead the talent that he has, he
Hold on.
can't lead them. He's throwing half his team under the bus, getting coaches fired, getting players from making the 2020 Packers in the New York Jets uniform. It's all in the quarterback. He's the most important and the most integral part. And he has his hands in everything that the Jets do. Yes, it's his fault when they're not winning games. It's not just the coach's fault.
It's his fault when they're winning games. Have you seen any of the Jets
when they're
games?
losing games. I'm sorry, when they're losing games.
No, when they're losing games. Have you seen, like, what are you talking about, bro? The Jets have been losing. All right. This is what the Jets lost by a field. No, not a hold up. They lost by less than a. What am I looking? Oh, I'm looking at preseason. I hate that it does this. The Jets lost to 1 point to the Broncos. They lost by a touchdown to the Vikings. They lost by a field goal to the Bills. And mind you, the Jets, that Bills game, I think he missed like 2 field goals. That was Aaron Rodgers' fault.
Continue. I'm listening.
There's only 7 games. I just listed their losses.
Well, what's the record?
All right, their record is 2-4.
That means they have 4 losses. I don't care about how much they lost by. An L is an L. Whether you lose by 50 or you lose by 1, it's still a loss.
No, but you're the one placing fault and blame. No, I'm not doing that. You're placing blame on those games. You can't place blame without looking at the context of how they lost. Now, if you told me that Aaron Rodgers threw 3 interceptions every single game and he fumbled the ball twice and, he was making mistakes, then I would say, oh, yeah, it's his fault. Now, could he have done better? Yes, but doesn't make it his fault. It's the same way that I say it's the reverse of the Baker Mayfield thing. Baker Mayfield is not going to make a mistake, but he's not going to be the reason of a win. You could stick you could stick a lot of quarterbacks that are competent back there and they'll still win the game. It's the same thing. You can't just blame the whole loss on Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers didn't necessarily do anything bad. He may have not done enough to win, like to elevate the team like a Patrick Mahomes, but we're expecting that out of almost a 40-year-old quarterback. Come on. So to say that it's their fault that they're losing is crazy.
Okay.
What? Tell me.
I can't blame Aaron Rodgers. You're telling me I can't blame Aaron Rodgers. I feel like he deserves blame, but to each their own. I still don't think that the Davante Adams trade makes them that much better, honestly.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
I mean, it's at that point it was just oh, let me get my best bud back here and let's see what happens. Maybe we can rekindle what happened in the Packers.
So to kind of shift the conversation, it's the same kind of points, but shift the conversation. So if Devontae Adams went to another team, would he make that team better?
It depends where he goes. Because if he goes, let's say he goes to like Dallas, right? Where they have CeeDee Lamb and they have him. And with their defense, I feel like he makes them a little bit better. If he goes to, let's just say, I don't know, let's say he goes to the Vikings. He makes the Vikings better because you have two people that are like number one, and if you don't guard them, they still have TJ Hawkinson. They have different weapons that will destroy you.
Right.
And they have a quarterback that can throw the ball. I think him going to the Jets doesn't really do anything because Garrett Wilson is very, very good. Don't get me wrong, but or let's say, for example, he went to the Bengals. That's another thing. Then you have Jamar Chase and you have Devontae Adams with Joe Burrow at quarterback. I feel like the quarterback is not like these other teams that have quarterbacks that can, like Aaron Rodgers is still good, but he's not other quarterbacks, and they don't have someone on the other side of the ball that could like take away the double team that Devontae Adams is bound to get because he's Devontae Adams. And I really feel like they're not running the ball very well either with Breece Hall, which they should be because it's Breece Hall, and they have no tight ends.
Right. So that's my point. My point is that their issue has been, and it still is, coaching. They don't have a coach. They're not going to be better with Devontae Adams, not because Devontae Adams isn't going to be that good and Aaron Rodgers isn't going to get the ball to him. He's going to get the ball to him. I hope you know that. He's going to get catches.
He's going to get at least 10 targets a game.
All right. So on paper, he should be making a team better. You know why he's not going to make the team better in general? Is because of the coaching. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, do you think it's also because the front office didn't prioritize certain positions that they needed to improve in, like the offensive line?
That goes under coaching. Well, our coaching goes under the front office. It's the same. It's the same.
But the front office makes final decisions when it comes to signing. Yeah, a coach can recommend somebody, but the front office is the people who sign people. He wasn't the GM. He was just the coach. Now, if he was coaching GM, then heck yeah, he deserves 100% of the blame. But a coach can only coach what's in front of him. And yes, he has great players, very talented players, but I feel like that also falls in the front office because they also didn't give him Aaron Rodgers the offensive line that he needs. Because you clearly saw that he needed an offensive line, and what did you do? Get one left tackle. That's it.
Yeah.
So like that doesn't really improve them.
Yeah, but all right. Well, I mean, I think we agree, but I think you're just playing the blame on a lot of Aaron Rodgers. I feel like you agree with me that it's the front office and coaching.
It's the front office, yes. Because, okay, I'm telling you, I don't think the coach deserves a lot of the blame. I feel like the front office listens to Aaron Rodgers more than they would have listened to the coach. We see it by them getting Devontae Adams.
Yes.
So he deserves blame for the losses in some aspects, but also he can only do with what he has. He can't have plays that have Aaron Rodgers sit in the pocket, read three different reads before he throws the ball because the front office didn't sign people in the offensive line that he needed to protect Aaron Rodgers, especially coming off an injury like that what he had, which limits his mobility. He doesn't deserve all the blame. It's also on Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers has a big hand in what the front office does.
Yes, that's what I said. But you said that you made it seem like the coach was if the coach would have still been there with Devontae.
I said they should have given. Yeah, I said they should have given the coach more time with Devontae Adams. Yes,
he wouldn't have been doing good. That you're making the point I was making. He wouldn't have done well. It's not that he needs to stick to only defense because his offensive play calling is horrendous.
He doesn't call offense.
Horrendous. Okay, but as a coach, you have the final say. So what? It was Nathaniel Hackett?
I don't know who their offense, but it wasn't Robert Saleh that was calling the plays.
No. So you're saying that it's Nathaniel Hackett's fault that the Jets were not scoring?
I don't know. I don't know whose fault it is. I don't know.
If
I'm
we're
not
putting
blaming
a blame
the.
on
I'm
the
not
coach.
blaming the play call. You're blaming the play call. I'm just telling you that he wasn't calling offense.
I guess. In other news. Oh wait.
Wow.
Sorry.
You got to get better at that.
No, I button mashed.
It's not like your buttons have pictures on them.
So Amari Cooper to the Bills.
Oh, Bills are going to the AFC Championship game. It'll be Bills versus Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. If it maps out, if the seeding maps out that way. That's my opinion. If Amari Cooper stays healthy.
So you don't think the Baltimore Ravens have anything to say about that? They're gonna have to face one of the two teams.
The thing is, I feel like they're gonna face the Chiefs, and they're gonna lose to the Chiefs. If they face the Chiefs, they lose to the Chiefs.
They're losing to the Chiefs.
Yes. The Chiefs' defense is really good, really good.
I know they're underrated. I've always said that. But
the Ravens' defense is also very good. But the Ravens' offense is not as good as the Chiefs' offense because of one man. So
the offense as a whole,
yeah, it's not better than the Chiefs' offense.
The offense as a whole, we're not talking about that who has the best player. We already know who the best player on the field is when both offenses are going against each other. You're telling me that the offensive production, the offense is better as a whole because of one man?
No, they're better in general.
They're unhealthy right now. They're not going to have Rashee Rice. They're not going to have.
But they're going to have. Yes, they are. The playoffs are still 10 weeks away.
He's going to be fresh off of an injury.
And they have Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's been doing great in place of Pacheco. So let's plug and play, bro. Pacheco is not Derrick Henry. Now, if Derrick Henry gets hurt, that's a different story. Pacheco is not Derrick Henry. You can plug and play with Pacheco. He's not he's not like a top 5 running back. Like that doesn't matter. As long as you have Travis Kelce, any type of fast wide receiver, and Patrick Mahomes, that's all you need. That's it.
I mean,
if they face each other in the playoffs, Chiefs are beating the Ravens. And it will be the Bills versus the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. That's my prediction.
All right. So my question is, though, I'm not even gonna stick on it. You think the Chiefs have a better offense? I don't understand how the Chiefs have a better offense. I understand that they're still good. I'm not saying that they're trash. Just because they're not better than the Ravens, I mean that they're trash. How in the world can you say that the Baltimore Ravens have a worse offense than the Chiefs when you have?
Okay, let's change those words. I'm not saying worse. Worse makes it seem like I'm saying they're dookie. I'm just saying the offense is not as good.
Okay, that the Chiefs have a better offense than the Ravens. It's the same exact sentence, just with a different word.
Yes.
All right. So how can you say that when you have the most dynamic quarterback running back threat, you have good receivers everywhere on that field?
Good receivers everywhere. Where are the good receivers everywhere, please?
You have Isaiah Likely. You have
Isaiah Likely's the tight end.
That's what I'm including him in receivers. Sorry.
Okay, Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews.
Oh, and what? And Zay Flowers? What? You don't think Zay Flowers is a good receiver?
He's average.
That's all they need. They have literally the best running back in football. They have arguably one of the best quarterbacks in football, top 3 at least. They have a really good defense. They have a good Mark Andrews. They have a good Isaiah Likely. They have a good Zay Flowers. I mean,
Yeah, but
I it's a way more dynamic
if there's different
offense than
facets,
whatever
right?
the Chiefs have.
If there's different facets of the game, right? I think their offense is better. You think their offense is better. They both have good defenses. The only other facet left is special teams. And the Chiefs special teams, I feel like is better than the Ravens. Justin Tucker is not Justin Tucker of 5 years ago. If you look at his kicks over 50 yards, he's missed a lot of them. A lot. Harrison Butker is accurate. Very accurate. Coaching, Andy Reid is better than the Harbaugh brother. I don't know. I always get the two confused. The Harbaugh brother. So in the key position of coach and quarterback, they're better. Special teams, they're better. Defense is neck and neck, and then offense, you say one thing, I say another. In a one-off game, I'm taking the Chiefs.
I don't know, man. I
That's
think the
that's
Ravens-
my opinion. And you also got to remember. Lamar sometimes gets hurt, and Derrick Henry sometimes gets hurt. That could be a factor too. Mark Andrews always gets hurt.
Okay, so you could say that about literally any receiver on the Chiefs, literally about all of the running backs. You can say that about even about Patrick Mahomes. He played injured all the time.
And he's still better than Lamar Jackson. That's the crazy part.
You're bringing injuries,
Bro,
factors that
why are you getting so mad? I don't understand.
because you're talking about factors that they're not these factors are not things that you know about. We're talking about what we know. We know that Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league. We know that to me, Lamar Jackson's number 2 to Patrick Mahomes. Okay, so you have already a mismatch of running back. It's not like the Chiefs have great receivers right now. They're a year removed from being having the most drops in the NFL.
Yeah,
They've
but they also got
well.
Juju Smith-Schuster back.
Oh my god,
He's a possession receiver. He'll catch the ball more.
okay.
Last year they didn't have him, and they saw a lot of drops.
Okay, you're sticking too much on the drops. What I'm trying to say is that if we're looking at history, we're looking at what's been transpiring in the NFL now. First of all, if we look at the schedules, the Chiefs or the Ravens had to face the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Bills, the Cowboys, the Bengals. All good teams. They barely beat the Bengals by 3 points. The Bengals offense is really good. The defense not so much, but their offense is really good. Hence why it was 41-38. That against the Bills, they beat the Bills down. They held Josh Allen, possibly the MVP of this year, and the Bills to 10 points. They went against the Cowboys, who at the time we didn't really know who they were, so they got run up on. That's just it. The Raiders, who are a competent team, so much so that they beat the Ravens, and the Chiefs. That's a hard
They lost
schedule.
to the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders are competent, bro. All right. So what?
I'll continue.
This is the Chiefs' first game. Of course, the Ravens, the Bengals, the Falcons, the Chargers, and the Saints. An easier schedule.
An easier schedule?
So you're telling me the Saints? It wasn't like they faced the Saints the first 2 weeks where they were going crazy. They just faced the Saints. You tell me the Saints are a good team? They only scored 13 points.
Just faced the Saints. That wasn't
this last week.
The Saints just faced the Bucks, bro. The Bucks slapped the Saints by 50.
Okay, that was the Chiefs were on a bye week this week, buddy. I'm literally saying that the last game that they played was against the Saints.
Okay, but
October
okay,
7th,
I understand that. But before, when they faced the Saints were a good team because if I'm not mistaken, that was the week after they had just slapped the Cowboys.
No, the Saints lost. No, the Saints are on like a 4-game losing streak or 3 or 4 game losing streak. This was just last week when they faced the Saints. They faced the Chargers, who Justin Herbert was injured. I think our running back, J.K. Dobbins, was a little injured. No, Gus Edwards was injured.
Okay, but
We
that's
had
not
a-
an easy schedule. That's just injuries that happen
I
in
didn't,
football.
I didn't say what.
You said easier schedule. That's
It
what you
is an
said.
easier schedule.
It's
It
not.
is.
Because if those teams are healthy, then it's different, but they just got hurt.
Okay, but it's easier. What, bro? What are you talking about? So what? If teams are injured, we're just supposed to say, "Oh, they're still good." So you're telling me that bro? Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? You're saying because they're injured, oh, they're still a hard team to face? No, they're injured. They have key players injured. That's what made them a good team. When they don't have those players, they're not good. What? So if Patrick Mahomes gets injured, the Chiefs are still as good?
Well, that's different. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my. All right. If Derrick Henry gets injured, the Ravens are still as good?
Yeah, because without Derrick Henry last year, they were still good. Yes.
Yes, they also had Dobbins, who was running well. They still had good running
Dobbins
backs.
didn't play last year. He was hurt all season. And Gus Edwards was hurt all season.
All right.
So what do you mean, all right, all right? I'm calling you on your points you're trying to make, and I'm calling you out. What do you want me to do?
No, you can call me out. That's fine, but you're missing my overall arcing point. It's just now if Patrick Mahomes, that's different. How is Patrick Mahomes any different? Yes, he's the best quarterback in the NFL, but any team who's missing their best players is gonna be a worse team. You can't just say they're still good.
So you're saying that the Chiefs had an easier opening games, and because of that, what?
Through the first 7 weeks of the season, the Chiefs had an easier schedule than the Ravens. Yes, 100%, 1,000,000%.
Okay.
It's not even close.
Okay. But what are you trying to say? We bringing up that point? I don't understand. You brought up the point, but why are you making that point? What are you trying to say? Are you bringing up that point to say that the Ravens are better than the Chiefs because they had a harder schedule?
No, I'm
they
saying
have a good record.
No, because you're saying that they've overcome teams that they're good because they've been able to play well. Because even though they don't have that great of receivers, that all you need is Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, they've had an easier schedule than the Ravens. The Ravens are sitting at 4-2, and the Chiefs are at 5-0. Two of those games were way easier than any of the games the Ravens had. Let me get some water.
I mean, if that's what you think, bro, I think that still to be 5-0, yeah, they have an easier schedule because of injuries. Sure, that's fine, but they're still 5-0. They still find ways to win games.
So you're gonna quantify. So we can't quantify the games just because you're 5-0. That means you're 5-0.
But if that's the case, that if the Ravens are so good, why they lose to the Raiders?
First of all, they were still trying to figure out how to use Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry did not have a good game.
Oh my, okay. So we can give excuses to why they lose, but
it's not an excuse. I'm giving you the reason.
Excuse.
No, it's not an excuse. It's unacceptable that they didn't know how to use Derrick Henry. That was in the middle of Harbaugh telling us we're not going to give him the ball 32 times, and they were using him weird.
I called how they should have used them, and now ever since I called that, look at them winning games.
So what? So are we just gonna say? Or are we just gonna sneeze at them beating the Bills down? We're just gonna sneeze at them beating the Bengals, a high-powered offense. We're just gonna sneeze at that.
Well, the Bills, I could sneeze at only because if Josh Allen has a bad game, the Bills are going anywhere. That's just the fact of it. That's why they went and got Amari Cooper. So I can sneeze at that game because if Josh Allen had a bad game, and look what happened. And that's why the Bills did what they did. So, yes, I can laugh at that game and be like, okay, they beat them. Okay, they beat them.
Because you do realize that Josh Allen goes against the Ravens defense. So if he had a bad game, it's probably because the defense did something.
I understand that, but you're saying sneezing at it like okay, if they beat them, it should be a big thing. No, because if they stop them. Without him, they can't do nothing because that's the only player they had.
That's the only team that's been able to stop him. So what we're gonna see that
No, that's not true because they are 3-2. Or
the
they might-
Bills
yeah, the Bills are 3-2 or something like that. Or they
they're
were 3-2.
4-2.
So who else? They're not the only team to stop them.
They went against the Texans. First of all, they went against the Texans, and Josh Allen had another bad game against the Texans.
Okay. They go as Josh Allen goes. If he has a bad game, then they're gonna lose. So I can say that win is not this huge thing because yes, they were undefeated when they lost to them, but without Josh Allen, they're nothing. That's why they went and got Amari Cooper. Now the other, who was the other team that they slapped? Was it Dallas?
Cowboys. Yep.
We all see how the Cowboys been moving this year. They've been getting beat by like 30, like 4 times this season or 3 times this season or something crazy like that. They just got beat by like 40 something. The Cowboys are moving crazy this year. They lost Dan Quinn and decided to not play defense. But like, so what am I supposed to do with that? They blew out teams that one team with that one player, they're nothing, and they blew out a team that's literally been getting religiously blown out this season.
So my bad. The Chiefs just have all legitimate wins, I guess.
To go back to the Amari Cooper topic
in front of you,
huh?
You beat the team that's in front of you. That's fine.
Okay.
Yes, but we can also quantify it. Why are we like downgrading the wins just because? Yes, the Cowboys are not good. So the Bills. So the Bills good?
With Amari Cooper now, heck yeah.
No. Without Amari Cooper, were they good?
I think they were a team that was hot. I don't think they were good because their defense is not that good.
They got 4-2 because they're not that good.
Francisco is always a team that surprises people. That happens every year. What are we doing here, bro? Come on.
Okay,
everybody thought the Chargers were hot, and look what happened.
A surprise or not, were they good? Why are we like why are you avoiding the question? Were they good? Yes or no? Are they good without Amari Cooper?
No. To me. It's bro. Where's my mouse?
They beat the Cardinals, the Dolphins,
okay,
the Jaguars, the Jets.
Okay. What do all those teams have? What do all those teams have in common that they beat? Losing records. So what are we? Come on, bro. They're not horrible, but they're not an amazing team. Huh?
Oh, they do have a losing record. My bad.
So, come on. Yes, they're a decent team. They're not the Ravens. They're not the Chiefs. They're not. But now that they have Amari Cooper, they are. Because now they give him a serious weapon. Yes. So go back to the topic of Amari Cooper. I think it's a great pickup. I think that they're going to make it to the AC. I don't think they'll make it to the Super Bowl, but I think they'll make it deep into the playoffs. I think Amari Cooper gives them like a serious weapon and also kind of takes the spotlight away from all the other players that have been doing good this season because Josh Allen's been being Superman. I think it's a great pickup for them. They realized the position that they needed to improve in, and they went on the market and improved it.
All right.
What's your opinion on the Amari Cooper situation?
I think it's an amazing pickup. I think it's going to make them a million times better. They were already really good. Now they're way better because now they have someone that's reliable at the wide receiver position.
Mm.
That's about it. It's not. It's a lot more effective than Devontae going to the Jets.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna make a way bigger difference.
Nah, if it would have been flipped though, what if Davante Adams would have went to the Bills and Amari Cooper to the Jets? Do you think we're talking the same if Davante Adams goes to the Jets? I mean the Bills.
Yes.
Why is that?
What do you mean? Why is that? Davante Adams and Amari Cooper are neck and neck.
So do you think Amari Cooper makes the Jets better?
No, because I believe it's the coaching in the front office more than anything else.
Okay.
You could give them, bro. They were already a good team. That's what I'm trying to say. You keep going back to the Jets. They were already a good team.
Why is going back
What?
to the Jets? Because they are both the receivers that were traded on the same day. That's the only reason why
Yeah,
I
I
brought it up.
know. I know, but I don't understand what you don't understand. The Jets were already a good team. They were Super Bowl aspiring.
Mm-hmm.
You have Aaron Rodgers, you have Garrett Wilson, that's his name, right?
Garrett Wilson, yeah.
Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, who Brees Hall popped off last year and he didn't have nobody. Like, come on, bro.
True.
Like, there should be no reason why. Let me check something out real quick. There should be no reason why the Jets, when we look at the Jets season last year, they were 7-10, right? 7-10. Right
Mhm.
now, they're on pace to basically go 6 to be the same exact team. There should be no reason why with Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall that you should be on pace to be the same exact team. You've had three
Unless
different
Aaron Rodgers
quarterbacks.
isn't who we thought he was.
Oh my God, bro. Again, Sam Darnold is a perfect example. Yes, Sam Darnold didn't have weapons, but still, Sam Darnold is a perfect example. Look how good he's he's doing over there. The only reason we can't say the same about Zach Wilson is because he hasn't had the opportunity. That's the only reason. The only reason. So you like if you put Aaron Rodgers on the Browns, are the Browns better?
I don't think so.
If you put Aaron Rodgers on the Dolphins, are the Dolphins better?
Well, yeah, because they don't have a quarterback.
That's my point. He's competent. There should be no reason why a competent quarterback with a good running back and a good wide receiver should be receiving all of the blame for a loss when coaching has to do with it too.
Mm.
Especially when your defense, I can tell you it's coaching because the defense is doing not awesome, but they're not doing bad at all. They're
Mhm.
they're holding teams down.
Mhm.
So there's some disconnect, whether that's Nathaniel Hackett or if that was Salah. It's coaching. It's just coaching. I don't know what else to tell you. When you see other teams that have less people on their team, less talent on their team, and they're able to do more, look at the Chargers, bro. Justin Herbert, serviceable quarterback. They have a good running back in J.K. Dobbins. Can you really name anything else on that offense? Name one more receiver.
Joshua Palmer.
Okay, who else? He's not even their leading receivers. Quentin Johnson. They have Matt Field, who's like this. He's pretty good. He's a rookie, I think. They have pretty good pieces, but are we really comparing those pieces to the pieces the Jets have? What's the difference? The coaching and let me tell you something. The AFC West is way harder than the AFC North. Is that the AFC North?
I don't know, but it's the AFC.
Sorry, AFC East. Sorry. So like there should be no reason why other coaches are outperforming you with less talent. Yes, it was a coaching issue. Anyways, let's go. Let's just get into the predictions. So the first game of the I was about to ask you who was gonna what happened? Okay. No? Sorry, my dad was asking me something. So I was about to ask you who you think was gonna win this game, but the Broncos won
The
33 to 2.
Broncos demolished him.
Bro, it sucks, man, because I think the Saints could have been really good, but Derek Carr, man, he can't
He got
seem
hurt
to.
again, right?
Yep, they have Spencer Rattler. That boy, bro, did you see their last game? Bro, he was throwing picks everywhere that second half.
I wonder.
Everything was
I wonder how his stats were this game.
he had 172
Oh
yards,
my god!
25 to 35.
He just didn't do anything.
Yeah, literally.
No touchdown,
Just
but
that-
no interceptions.
You know what's funny though? Bo Nix did even less, and they still won 33-10. Bo Nix only had 164 yards with 16 out of 26 passing.
Yeah, but their running back got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns for
Dang, there was
88
like no offense in that game. How did they score so many points?
Yeah. I don't
It
know.
must have been
Let
like
me
a
see.
kick returner. It must have been like a kick return or something. Oh yeah, 52-yard fumble recovery touchdown.
Yep. I see him right here. Yep. That's wild.
Damn. And then another 52. What? Is that right? Am I tripping?
I don't know what you're looking at.
I don't know. I'm tripping.
But all right, so we already know the outcome of that game. So let's go ahead and look into the rest of the games. So we have the Patriots and Jaguars.
I'm taking the Patriots.
That's
Jags
such a
are dog water.
Yeah, both of those teams are dog water. I guess I'll take the Jags though. They've been on the up and up, but they're still dog water. Vikings and Lions.
Oh my god, that's gonna be a good game. I'm taking
This is an
the
easy pick for me.
Vikings because Aiden Hutchinson got injured. They can't put pressure on Sam Darnold. Their best
You're telling me the Vikings are
defender,
gonna beat the
literally
Lions?
the first place for defensive player of the year. He got hurt. He broke his leg. I'm taking the Vikings.
Okay.
They
Not
won't be
to
able
say
to
that
put
no one
pressure.
cares. We care a lot. But the Lions have always been more of an offensive team anyways.
I think the Vikings are gonna win. I'm
You're
probably gonna be wrong, but I think they're
You're
gonna
on
win.
crack. All right, Bills and Titans. Sorry, bud.
Titans. Tennessee Titans, baby, tighten up.
You're definitely
I can't
picking with
choose
your
against
heart.
my team. I can't choose
Yep,
against
you're
my
picking
team,
with
bro.
Colts and Dolphins. Colts.
Colts. Flacco's gonna put another 300-yard performance up.
Falcons and Seahawks. That's gonna be a good game.
Falcons. I'm taking Falcons. Falcons are on a win streak, bro.
I mean, I am too. It's still gonna be a good game though. Do you know who the leading quarterback is in passing yards?
Probably Kirk Cousins because he had like a 500-yard passing thing,
Geno Smith. Fun fact.
which is
Geno
crazy because they have a good running back. They probably throw it to their running back a lot too.
Gotta tell you, bro, Geno Smith is him, bro. You just don't hear about him because he's on the Seahawks. The only way I don't think anybody really cares about the Seahawks. They're like, unless they're.
No one
I'm
cared about the
pretty sure-
Seahawks since they won the Super Bowl. Ever since they lost that Super Bowl, no one's cared about the Seahawks.
But even then, it wasn't even their offense people cared about. People cared more about the Legion of Boom.
No,
or
when they
Boom.
had what's the guy's name? Marshawn Lynch, bro. What?
Nobody.
Yo.
The only reason people say that now is because he basically is the reason why they could have won a second Super Bowl in a row. If it wasn't for that, we
Yeah.
would not be hearing about Marshawn Lynch.
I guess.
Anyways, Texans and Packers. Ooh, that's gonna be a good game.
Whoa. I'm taking Texans.
Me too. Texans.
I'm taking Texans.
Bro, they have such a nice logo. That's so dope. It's literally the Texas flag inside of a longhorn. It's pretty cool. Bengals and Browns.
Bengals are gonna slap the Browns. Deshaun Watson is dog water, bro.
It depends whether or not they start Jameis Winston. If they start Jameis Winston, the Browns have a chance.
If they start Jameis Winston, they have a chance. Yes, a shot in the dark. But if that man Watson number 4 gets under center, they're gonna get slapped. Those guys do not like that man, and for good reason. He's trash, and he's given up on them. Man got his. The worst thing the Browns could have done was give that man 250 guaranteed. He didn't have to do nothing. The moment he signed that contract, he got his money. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah. Eagles and Giants.
Eagles. Bruh. Eagles. Stop doing stupidness. Come on.
I'm going Giants.
Of course.
I'm going Giants.
Why?
Giants are better than what people think, in my opinion. Eagles are worse than people think. I feel like Nick Sirianni barely beat the Browns, bro, and he was out there.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
by
their coach is suspect. I will give you that. Their coach is very suspect. Yes, that is true. But I still think the talent wise, they're still gonna win.
No, we'll see. Raiders and Rams. Raiders.
Rams. Cooper Cup's supposed to come back.
Okay.
Rams.
Commanders and Panthers.
Commanders are gonna they're gonna tear the Panthers to shreds. And I can't wait because I have him on fantasy. Huh?
He's like the most mid quarterback.
Who?
Andy Dalton.
Oh,
he's like the definition of mid.
Yeah, he's mid.
Yeah.
I got Jaden Daniels, so I need him to put up like 30 something points on those Panthers, bro. 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Chiefs and 49ers.
That's a good game. I'm taking the 49ers, though. I feel like the 49ers are going to give them the first L. I have a weird feeling about that, but I just do. Yeah. They want revenge from the Super Bowl, bro.
I just got the bubble guts, bro. Chiefs. Chiefs.
We'll see. I don't know. They might hand them their first L, bro. They want revenge.
And then we have the Sunday game of the night, Steelers and Jets.
Steelers. Oh, no. They're starting Russell Wilson, the Jets. If the Steelers start Russell Wilson, the Jets are gonna win. If they start Justin Fields, I take the Steelers to win.
Steelers are winning regardless. How about that?
Russell Wilson's gonna, bro. The worst thing
I know about Mike Tomlin, bro, he might be a terrorist, but he's not gonna. Bro, go
the thing is, the worst thing they could do is take out Justin Fields because Justin Fields is the hot hand, bro.
I agree, but it's not like Justin Fields was playing phenomenal.
No, but he has them 4-2. Like, and won their game by a lot last game. I feel like
you think that's because of him though, or is it because of the scheme?
Well, I think it's because of him too, because their offensive line is not good, and him having legs to be able to escape helps a lot with that offense. He turns bad plays into good plays because he's able to scramble. So that's my opinion.
Dude, I'm not going to call you out like this, but have you seen a Steelers game?
Yes, I watched the highlights, and I've seen that man scramble for his life on multiple occasions.
Okay, he completes like 14 passes.
But I'm not talking about him as a passer. I'm just talking about like him moving the offense on the field. There's times where he doesn't have time and he needs to escape, and he's able to escape and get a first down and keep the chains moving. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think he's a better thrower than Russell Wilson, but I also don't think he's better escaping the pocket and escaping pressure than Russell Wilson is. I mean, than Justin Fields is. So I'm taking the Jets if Russell Wilson starts.
So I have one particular question about Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson stays on the Seahawks, do you think that he's still good?
No.
You think his career
plays like he's playing? If he plays Like he played on the Broncos, on the Seahawks. I don't think he's good. No.
But that's obviously what I'm asking you. I'm
No,
saying,
I don't.
you think that he still would have been playing just as bad?
No, because he has more weapons in Seattle.
Okay. More weapons, better defense.
But I think he still has regressed a lot. He's not as mobile as he used to be.
I think him
He
going
makes
to the
some wild
Broncos
throws.
ruined his career. Ruined his career.
Yeah.
Ruined it. That whole situation with Sean Payton. That whole
There was so
situation with
many
Oregon.
teams he could have gone to. I think, right? Wasn't there other teams looking for quarterbacks that he could have went to? He decided to go there
I
for
don't
some
remember.
reason. Oh, because they paid him a whole bunch of money. That's why. They offered him the most money. Hey, you went for money. When you go for money, it's not always going to be beautiful. Rainbows and sunshine. Ask Devontae Adams.
Yeah. Well, going into Monday, we have 2 Monday night football games. 2, baby. I love that. Some people don't like it. I love that there's 2 at the same time.
I like the one, but I'm not mad at the two.
I like 2 because in case one is a dud, you at least have another one you can watch.
Yeah, no, that's
It should
true.
be
Because
Thursday night.
that happens to Thursday night a lot too.
Yeah,
true.
it's like it's a dud and there's nothing else to watch. It's like, bruh. So the first game is at 8:15 p.m. and it's the Ravens versus the Buccaneers.
Whoa.
Ravens.
Is
What?
Vita Vea still hurt?
I mean, he came back last game. He's just been playing bad.
If Vita Vea is there, I give an outside shot to the Bucks only because he's so good at stopping the run.
So you give you're giving the benefit of the doubt to the Bucks, but your mind is telling you the Ravens are probably going to win.
Yeah.
So the Ravens. Your pick is the Ravens.
No, I'm picking the Bucks if Vita Vea plays.
He's gonna play. Why wouldn't he play?
Because he got hurt.
That was like he came back. He was back last game. He played bad.
I'm still taking the Bucks.
I already know what Josh would pick, but the Ravens are gonna win that game. Okay. And then the last game of week 7 is the Chargers versus the Cardinals at 9 p.m.
Thank God they have 2 games because that game's going to be atrocious. I'm taking the Cardinals. I'm taking the
I'm not gonna
Cardinals.
lie, it's gonna be a slow game, but Chargers.
That's
Why are
picking
you
with the
picking
heart too.
Cardinals? No,
Because the Cardinals have a better
not.
offense than the Chargers do.
Last time I checked, the Chargers have a winning record.
Yeah, because you have a better coach.
Okay. That means nothing. But what is your point?
The Cardinals are going to beat you guys, trust me. James Conner is going to run a touchdown in. Marvin Harrison is going to score a touchdown. Or Marvin Harrison is going to score a touchdown. You guys are going to lose. And by double digits.
This guy. By double digits, you're on crack.
Double digits.
I need to take you, Lieutenant Dan. Y'all are both on the same boat.
Hey, yo, chill out. Leave that man alone on his boat. What? What?
What?
Bro, it's late. You can tell your button smashing. Everything just looks together, huh? It's just so late.
I meant to hit that. I meant to hit that.
You got something for Lieutenant Dan, huh?
No, he had a whole bunch of peanut butter.
What? What? What are you talking about?
Lieutenant Dan had a whole bunch of peanut butter. Yeah, you haven't seen that video?
No.
Oh my gosh, give me a second.
He had peanut butter like in his boat?
I'm gonna show you.
I don't think I want to know.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. Bruh, come on. How are you gonna Lieutenant Dan peanut butter? Bro, it's so funny. For those of you who don't know who Lieutenant Dan is, he's a Tampa guy, Florida man, typical Florida man, lives on a boat, and he stayed on the boat during Hurricane Milton. He was refusing to get off the boat, risked his
He
life.
survived.
Anyways, you
That
haven't
man
seen this?
was
Tell me.
that man's boat
Hmm?
was getting slapped into the wall. He probably didn't sleep. He's like this the whole time. Just getting beat up into the seawall.
All right, you can tell me if you can hear this. Please tell me if you can hear this.
This is a 16-ounce jar. He says,
Yeah?
anything. I said,
Yeah, I
I'd
can
rub
hear it.
butter. So I said, just give me a little jar of creamy peanut back and bring me this. Jif, creamy peanut butter, 40 ounces and 40 ounces. When I asked for 16, you give me 80, I asked for 16. I didn't want it. Thank you. Now I have to store this somewhere in my 22-foot boat. And there's some more peanut butter that I'm going to go through. And it's going to take me 3 months. I'll go through it. But that's 3 months. That's a month and a half that I got just sitting here. I got to move it constantly. I don't, because me personally, I would say, what is wrong with you? You see, I live on a 22-foot boat. You buy me 2 monster peanut butters. And all I wanted was a little peanut butter. Now I got all this peanut butter. What am I going to do with it? I don't want to eat this peanut
What
butter.
the heck?
What the hell is wrong with you? This is a 16-ounce
The
jar.
fact that man said it will take him 3 months to eat those 2 huge jars is insanity.
Yo,
bro.
that's what I was saying, bro.
I bought a jar of peanut butter like 3 months ago, and I still haven't finished it.
That thing is pristine, boy. I was telling Joshua sent me that, right? Or he sent us that. Bro, I was telling him, bro, peanut butter lasts me like 3 years, my G. Like,
Bro, yeah, there's like
bro, that like you go to the grocery store, you're like, do I have peanut butter? I don't remember. And
I
then
don't
when
remember
you go,
buying it. It's been like a year. It's still good,
Yeah.
right? Like what
and
the
then
heck?
you find it in the corner of the cabinet. You're like, oh, look, it has like dust on it. You're like, oh yeah, the peanut butter. 3 months, bro.
That
Peanut
man eats
butter.
peanut butter sandwiches every day, bro. He
Bro,
must.
I hope that's what he does with the peanut butter.
This much peanut butter on that bread. Man's mouth be dry as heck.
That man be using peanut butter to take barnacles off his boat.
Lips be smacking, boy.
Yo, he had peanut butter when he was talking there. You didn't hear it? You didn't hear the peanut butter in his mouth? That man, listen to his voice when he talks. That he has peanut butter right now.
He says, anything. I said, I'd rub peanut butter. So I said, just give me a little jar of creamy peanut back and bring me this.
That boy got peanut butter in his mouth right now.
Jif, creamy peanut
Got his lips stuck together and everything.
40 ounces and 40 ounces. When I asked for 6,
Yo, that man got mad. You know what Joshua told me though? He was like, "Oh, bro, you know what's funny? Because the Publix down the street from there. That
Mhm.
man was probably just got the buy one get one and just said, "Hey, here, take both of them." He's like, "I don't want all this peanut butter." You know what's
There is a
crazy?
Publix right down the street.
Yeah, but the thing, you know what the funniest thing about this is that he says he'll finish those 2 in 3 months. So he probably does want all that peanut butter. That man loves just going to the store to get little baby peanut butters.
Little bit the peanut, yeah, because 16, 40. So he buys like 3 a month. Oh my god, it's like almost a jar a week.
That man is
How do you eat a
contributing.
jar
to
a week
pollution.
of peanut butter, bro? Oh my god. That's
mean,
insane.
Yeah. Imagine doing someone a favor and they're like, I don't. That's like you going to like. That's like a homeless man asking for money, and you give him $5. Like, I just wanted one. Now I got to deal with all this change in my pocket and having to move it around. Like, all I asked was for $1, and you want to give me
all the
5?
food I'm gonna eat because you give me
Bro, like,
$5 instead of one.
what am I supposed to do with this? That's what he was doing.
Low key, that's exactly what he did. Because isn't he homeless?
People are mad at Lieutenant Dan. Yeah.
Bro,
Let me know
you
if
had
you
your
guys
15
want to have Lieutenant Dan on the podcast, though. We might be able to pull some strings to get him on.
You had 15 minutes of fame, bro. You can't be messing up your fame by badmouthing people donating stuff to you. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
We're getting Lieutenant Dan on the podcast?
I mean, we might try. That might be something in the works.
Maybe. He's gonna sit next to you though. He ain't sitting next to me.
Oh, you think I'm gonna have him in person? I'm sending him a link. That boy needs a link.
That man's getting the
Hanjo.
link. You better just join.
But all right,
Okay.
Hanjo. Oh, everyone, that's about it for the podcast. Hanjo, what do you want to say to the people before you leave?
Hey, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them. Have an amazing night and happy birthday to my dad once again. We love you, and hopefully my predictions were right for Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all stay safe. Happy birthday to my dad for sure. But if you want to be a broski, or as you Canadians say, a crody, right? That's what they say, right? No,
No idea.
no, fam. How you doing, fam?
Yeah, fam.
Yeah, fam. Yeah, bro. Did you know that some of our top viewers were from Canada?
No way.
Yeah, so I made a promise that if no one in our direct circle wants to work for us whenever we make it big, our first employee is going to be a ghetto Canadian.
Why a ghetto Canadian?
Just because I think they talk funny.
Wow, you making fun of how they talk? They ain't gonna want to work for you.
Bruh, they talk funny, bro. What do you want me to say, man? You wouldn't want to have a funny... Imagine this person working for us here.
What just happened?
What?
Like my whole entire screen froze. There was loading things on all of our screens,
Really?
and then you just popped back up.
Oh, geez. My bad. If you're watching, my bad. But yeah, if we ever make it big and no one in our circle wants to join, I want someone like this to be on our team. Hold up.
Oh god.
Yo, is that Plush?
Yo, what's poppin'?
Plush, what's the biggest
Oh no. Bro, what? Why? Are you kidding me? Why isn't this video coming up? Oh no. Man, usually, oh, there we go. Here we go.
And what I don't
Here we go. If we ever have someone in our circle like this is what I'm gonna get on. Someone just like this here.
like is if the business is true that you left moms in the hood, somebody go smoke that youth. You don't leave your moms nowhere. You have money and you left your
you.
Well, you're sick to my stomach, fam. But if it's not true, Shorty's just talking shit. And what I don't like is if the business is true that you left your mom.
You don't want to someone talk like that to our advertising?
I can't even. I don't even want to hear that voice ever again, let alone in every video. No, I'm good. Love you guys. Love Canada. I want to go there one day.
You left
Keep
your
me away
moms
from that
there.
area.
Yo, you're sick to my stomach, fam. But if it's not true,
Stick to my
Shorty's just
stomach,
talking shit.
fam.
And what I don't like is if the business is
stomach,
true
fam.
that you left.
The business is true. I'm good, bro. Keep me away from whatever part of Canada she's from. I'll stick to the tourist. I'll stick to
Hey, yo.
the tourist areas. I'm good. I'm fine with that.
Well, anyways, let's really wrap it up here.
Time to play
See
the
you guys
game.
later. Thank you for tuning into the Brothers Keep It podcast. Y'all stay safe
Time to play the game.
and don't be sick to my stomach, fam.
Sick to my stomach, fam. You're just lying, man.
I want you to be healthy in my stomach, fam. You know what I'm saying, fam?
It's all about the game and how you play it.
I can't
You
stand these
left your
Chargers
mom's
youth.
in the hood. Somebody go
You left
smoke
your
that
mom's
you.
in the hood.
You don't leave your
Someone come
mom's
smoke
nowhere.
that
You
you.
have money and you left your mom's
Smoke
there.
that you.
Yo, you're sick to
Smoke
my
that you.
stomach, fam. But if it's not true,
Sick to
sure
my
he's just
stomach,
talking
fam.
shit. And what I don't like is if the business is true.
All right,
That
y'all.
business is
Be
true.
safe. We will see you guys next week with our results, reacting to Sunday. We love you guys. Be a brother's keeper. Stay safe.
Peace.